the man who sold the world. The man whose extensive use of cloaked fighters are really kind of breaking my balls a little bit here. We also have kind of garbage squadrons. We have all Mark 1 and Mark 2s. Nothing particularly useful there. Repair the hull. Fuel is okay. We should probably do some repairing. Repair the frigates would be a good one. Are we going to sell anything? I mean, honestly, the drones have not really been doing much, but just putting bodies out there has been extremely useful. I don't really want to sell anything. Yeah, so let's do some things that need to be done. We need a second officer dock so we can have 2 officers. Sorry, that was squadron dock. God damn it. We need a second hull dock so we can have hull repair going at the same time as shielding. This was a complete waste, this one right here. That's just a waste of money. We shouldn't need anything else now, although more hull is good for the future. Let's get the frigates repaired. Let's buy 1 fuel and then move on. What am I going to save my scrap for? I'm going to save it for buying things. I feel like I need to buy a lot of stuff if we're going to have a chance. Now, we could go to a lot of shops. Shop Heavy Path seems decent. There's a couple of shops here we could take advantage of, although we can't like jump in between them, unfortunately. If we wanted multiple shops, it would have to be up, over, down, over, over. That would give us multiple trading beacons. Is that the best option? I actually think down is slightly better. Down, over, over, up, over. There's an anomaly at the very end, but there is 2 trading beacons right before the cluster boss. We can kind of scrounge up some money, go there, and then hopefully buy some stuff. Buy frigate Mark 4s, better guns. CV ship seems to be on fire. Old woman! Send help, Admiral. I don't have much time. What seems to be the problem? It's my thrusters. Damn things are in flames. I should never have bought them from House Vicarelli. Please hurry, I beg you. An old woman nearly in flames. This one seems obvious, but what do you want to do? Continue on. Ask the old woman for more information. Send Captain Lynch to save the old woman. You'll have to tell me more about yourself before I save you. Are you friendly to the Empire? Look, Admiral, I'm going to die unless you help me. You really want the death of an old woman on your conscience? Yeah, okay. Save the old woman. Captain, put a small team together and rescue that woman. On it, sir. She's not going to burn on my watch. Sir, we have the woman. Turns out she was the only person on board, and she has some minor burns, but she'll live. She's recovering in sickbay. Bit of an odd bird, that one. Told me to tell you she'd see you soon, real soon. I'll keep you posted on her status. Sir, I have an update. I went back to check on her, and, well, she and the nurse tending to her have both disappeared. Disappeared? That's right, sir. Gone. I asked around sickbay. Seems no one saw a thing. I don't like the sound of this, says Caliban. I put together a small search party, sir. I'm sure we'll find them in no time. Keep me updated, Captain. It's me again, sir. Who else would it be? Well, this just gets weirder and weirder. We've received reports, that the nurse was seen walking around the repair bay. Strange as neither the sickbay nor her quarters are anywhere near there, but that's not the strangest part. The reports that her face was, I'm not sure how to say this, bubbling, sir. Bubbling. I have eyewitness reports from 2 mechanics. Must have been drunk, right? I know they make some strong battleship brew down there. I knew it, Admiral. We have a face changer on our ship. A face changer? What in the name of Oberon is that? A genetically modified human capable of changing their physical appearance at will. I didn't know that was even possible. It is after hundreds of years of illegal biological engineering, but I didn't know they were real until now. Aki spies. The Aki's are rumored to use face changers for seduction and assassination. Let's hope this one is here just for the former. So I'm now getting word they found the nurse. She's dead, sir, stuffed into a ventilation shaft, her neck badly broken. Sir, until we can find who or whatever did this, the crew is in danger. Send Captain Lean and his team to find, fight, don't have one, or engineer, concoct a blood test to find them. Everyone on the ship takes it. That's how we find our face changer. On it, sir. Maximus is the best officer. So I've administered the test. It took some time, but I've located the face changer. It had taken the appearance of another one of our nurses, a woman by the name of Kara. We found the door to one of our airlocks compromised. Looks like the face changer threw Kara out of it, sir. I only hope it was a quick and painless death. The creature's in the brig, sir. If I were you, I'd try not to stand too close to the bars, let it grab you, and it's all over. Well, obviously, I'd be outside of the bars, even if it looks like me. The frickin' guards here could just take a shot. Admiral Ellis, Idaho. Who are you? What are you? I'm whatever you want me to be, Admiral. That's who I am. Tetsuo sent you to kill me, did he? Not just a pretty face, are you? Of course he sent me. He doesn't like you being here, not one bit. I don't know how you managed to survive this long, but I can tell you your days are numbered. But let's focus on lighter things. What do you think? See anything you like, Admiral? Sorry, but I only go in for humans. I am human. I'm any human you want me to be. Your wife, for instance. I've seen images. So beautiful. You must miss her, and she must miss you. That is, if she's still alive. My wife. What's the matter, Admiral? You're gonna talk to me, creature. Tell me more about yourself. What do you want to know? Where do you come from? Have you always been what you are now? I've trained all my life with other people like me to change faces and appearances, to charm, seduce, kill, and I came close to killing you too. But in your line of work, close isn't good enough, is it? No, Admiral, it is not. Close is too far away. You're gonna talk to me. You know of my wife? Rebecca Calvin. A lot of people in the Empire do. After all, you two were its most famous couple. What else? Strange man you are, asking what I know about your wife, almost as if you can't remember yourself. Tell me. A very strange man. But I knew that already. Normal men don't return from the dead, do they? My recommendation, forget about her. There's no way you'll see her again in Elysium, with the folders down. Besides, she's probably dead already. So many are now. Or worse, she's forgotten about you and moved on to the arms of someone else. Vice Admiral Okonkwo, for instance. I've heard they were pretty close. You're gonna talk to me, creature. Why did Tetsuo shut down the machines? Was it just to make money? Or was he so jealous of the old man that he was willing to make everyone else suffer for it? But he didn't, Admiral. I don't believe you. I'm telling you the truth, as I know it anyway. Tetsuo did not shut down the machines. But you should ask him that yourself, assuming you make it that far. I'm sure he'd find that quite amusing. That's it, huh? Tell me why I shouldn't kill you right now, Face Changer. Because I can help you forget. Forget what? Your wife, Admiral. If you let me, we can be quite happy together. The truth is... Yes, Admiral? The truth is, I don't need any help forgetting. The truth is, it's as if she never existed. You are mad. Guard, shut this thing out of the airlock. The NS Odysseus is at full capacity. I think it would be kind of nice to have a face changer aboard our ship. Just saying. Man, the fuel rolls have been so bad. Planetary turret defense wreckage. Good away mission. Fortune smiles on you this dark, oxygenless day, sir. I've nearly finished constructing my liquid healer nanobot tank, and all I need are a few remaining parts which you can easily find in a squadron. Break one down for me and I can finish my tank and heal some of your injured officers. We do not need it. Sorry, but right now, we need our squadrons. Well, it never hurts to ask. Still, I can't help but feel somewhat insulted. Good mission? Fingers crossed? Ambushed. But 0 to 7, 67 to 88% resource extraction. Maximus, the man. Okay. This is how I'm going to choose to pronounce that, which is probably wrong. You're going to give me all of the scrap I need. At least we blocked one of them. Honestly, there might be one more combat, but it's either one more or 0 more combat, so we should keep exploring. Okay, there's the one more combat. I think we're good now. Spacebender Mark II, it's a gun, we can sell it. There's a store coming up. That wasn't too bad. No store, but there's going to be a store in the next sector, I think. It appears we're passing through a small asteroid storm, sir. Sir, just a warning, though these asteroids are relatively tiny, they'll still do a number on our hull. Let the hull absorb the damage, or use a squadron to guide the Odysseus through the storm. A random squadron will become patched, or ask a specialist officer to pilot the battleship through the storm, costing a bit of Neo N. So we can spend fuel, or basically 20 scrap or 30 scrap on a squadron. What's a bit? Big or small asteroids don't scare me. I really wanted to know how much fuel that was going to take. Hopefully it's just one. Okay, one fuel I think is worth it because that's 20 scrap. But if it was more than that, I would have been a little sketch. Army Depot. We'll go. Tsunaki? Kosh! We've jumped right into a Kosh virus net targeting our defense system. If we don't kill this virus soon, it's going to weaken our ship's defense just before this Kosh attacks us. Ask Chief what your options are. Reboot the defense system. Hack it. I think we're going to hack it. Find this virus in our database and eliminate it. Hacking into my own ship. This is a first. Luckily, we've had enough officers to get by so far. Our hull is back to 100% of its integrity. And we're going to attack these ships immediately. To your battle stations. I'm not going to offer them a chance to surrender. We're going in. Fighter Mark IIIs. Oh my god. And a Frigate Mark III Magneto. Good lord. Plasma nuke, proximity defense, emergency hull repair. So we would like to use a cruiser to hit the enemy battleship, but we still got to deal with the fighters and frigates. We do have 16 squadrons, but at least these are not cloaked ships, which is a big one. So I'm thinking. Let's send out the frigates that we have. Let's send out drones to deal with their frigates. And let's send out a cruiser, and maybe we can kind of make a bit of a choke point here in these asteroids and try to get them to attack us. I really do like having the cruiser out whenever possible. It's a good ship. Frigate, and then we'll send a drone just like over here real quick. The AI really likes going up. So asteroid field. No, it looks like they will try to flank. Good. Okay, one ship down. Now they're going south, including their Magneto frigate. So their Magneto frigate, I'm kind of thinking just send in my drones immediately, and then we'll try to sneak our way through these asteroids. They're not going into the asteroids, which is really nice. And we are attacking their frigates with our drones, which is perfect. They're going to take out my cruiser, though. That's a shame. They're actually going to take out my drones. Unless I go into the asteroid field real quick. I think we can make it. Yeah, we'll make it. And that should protect us enough. And then what I can do is actually this. This is not going to be a bad encounter. It doesn't look like. We're super slow, though. Can I take out their frigate before they take out my drones? I think we gotta retreat one more tile. Yep. They have 11 HP. You think we can kill them with 11 HP? Ah, you know what? They went around to hit us. Perfect. As long as they're hitting us in the asteroid field, we don't take any damage. Now we'll send in the drones. I do want the drones to hit the battleship just to get some extra... What is this, a frigate? Just so that the drones can get some extra... scrap. But this is going to be quite dangerous. They have a plasma nuke. It's ready to fire. It'll spread apart. I am going to retreat, actually, with the fighters as well. If they have frigates coming out, I need to send out drones. Okay, that's fine. So we're going to send out drones as quickly as we can. In 4 seconds, they're going to have multiple frigates out. So they're going to be at half health, and we're at half health as well. We also have an executioner laser and a Tesla field generator. We'll hit one. Hit this one. Their frigates are better, but maybe I can take out their squadron dock real quick. And you know what? Those frigates are dead. Excellent stuff. And their frigate is going down. They'll retreat. They appeared inside of the garbage. What do they have? Frigate Magneto? Oh man, these things are so annoying. Kind of thinking, let's go for the fighters first. If I go for the... I can't go for the fighters because they have freaking Magneto frigates. Well, in 2.7 seconds, we're going to have another Tesla field generator. And they are moving again. Let's knock out one of my own frigates just to do as much damage as possible. Get them in the Tesla field. We lost both frigates. We knew that was going to happen. Okay, what do they got? What do they got? Fighters and a frigate. Well, we lost 2 frigates, so I don't really have much to send out, unfortunately. If I can hit the asteroid field, though, that might protect my units temporarily. So let's get in that asteroid field. I have drones in the asteroid field. Where did they come from? Honestly, I kind of want to retreat. In fact, I kind of want to retreat like this way, if I can, just to buy some time. It's going to take 61 seconds. That seems crazy. But you know what? It buys me time to get into the asteroid field. They do bonus damage against fighters. I gotta make sure that that frigate doesn't try to rush me down. But we have Tesla field in a second. More ships coming out. Let's send out a cruiser. It's flippin' working. Now the plasma nuke is probably gonna hit the asteroid field. Yep. But they destroyed one of their own units. Perfect. Yeah, you're coming out there. An Impaler cruiser could be decent. I'm thinking scrappers don't really work that well against all of their fighters, because they have a bunch of fighters. But what else am I going to send out? At this point, nothing. Now, this still scares the crap out of me, having a cruiser with no escort. But now we have drones at least, and we have a gun. So you know, man, these things at full health just have so much goddamn HP. You know what we should do is we should use our drones to try to take out their frigates as soon as possible. These fighters are, I don't know what they're doing. I could take those out if I had to. They would win the fight because they do more damage, but I'd have to hit twice with the piercing laser to do enough heat damage, so that's not going to happen. Let's see. 16 damage to the fighter Mark III. I kind of like this. Now they got 1 HP. Our drones are attacking their frigates. They're probably going to take out my cruiser again, but you know, what are we going to do about that? Maybe I can get these fighters before they get there. I did, barely. Oh, it's so good. We're suiciding so much, but it is working. Okay, we're gonna send in the drones. I'm going to take 13 seconds. Still probably worth it. We'll send in the cruiser. It's patched already. Everything's freaking patched at this point. Freaking ships can't live at all. Deals 2 damage to adjacent units. That's why we lost so many ships when we were up here. I didn't remember this. Okay, well in that case, we'll send the drones back. And we will have our cruiser just knock out their squadron dock. Totally understand now. In that case, let's send out a couple of impalers just to do some extra damage while we can. Okay, squadron's locked. You want to keep hitting the system? Honestly, sounds good to me. We're gonna retreat. Oh wow, they freaking shot me. Extremely flippin' rude. But I am gonna retreat because we are gonna have to deal with their units in a second. We might as well prepare for it. Things are repairing. They're sending out 2 fighters and 2 frigates, all Mark IIIs. Wow, my tech is so old at this point. It's not good at all. Okay. What are you? Cruiser Mark II patch. Actually, you can probably stay out. And here I'm thinking, honestly, just do what you can with what you have. Because I knocked out one of their fighters, we could probably go heavy on drones. Just knock out whatever you can. 2 frigates coming in, lovely. I'm gonna do some damage. We got some drones. They got a fighter. We got some drones. Frigate, cruiser. What is a frigate? Drone. Drone. You know, don't stand in front of the fighter Minotaur that's traveling in a straight line. That sounds like a pretty good idea. Okay. Gotta try to take out their fighters whenever I can. How come this doesn't work sometimes? Travel in this direction. Thank you. Now I don't like... Hold on. Why is my frigate moving here? Don't move there. Now, I definitely do not like that they're gonna probably get a lot of damage done to my drones, but I guess we have the cruiser in the back taking some pot shots. At this point, I'm just kind of thinking that the victory is gonna be taking out all of their squadrons, because I just can't get in there to hit their hull, but maybe if we can get those impalers out again. They're in an asteroid field. Sucks a little bit. What are they attacking? They're not gonna live. Now there's a nuke. So you are gonna go that way, you're gonna go that way. You guys are gonna retreat. Everyone is gonna go get healed up. I don't wanna lose any more units unnecessarily at this point. What I will do though is keep shooting my guns here. Shouldn't have fired right there, it's okay. Well, I'm gonna have to send out the drones again. Although, if I wait a second, they will... Oh, let's go, critical effect. If I wait a second, and for some reason they're not doing any repairing on it. Oh, because you know what, they're not removing these officers from the places where they actually have a benefit. If I wait a second, I can just spawn drones right around these frigates and then kill them super quickly. And I can also do this. So wait. We're also healing up while this is happening, and then... That's not exactly what I had intended, but... Oh, because I clicked on it, but I didn't assign a destination. Understood. Let's do this, and... Oh, look at this! Hello! Got him. Okay, 3 fighters and a frigate. Everyone retreat. There's 1 frigate. But it is a Magneto frigate, so I'm kind of like... Shoot there. Shoot here. Now, we need to have our own frigates out if they have fighters. I would like to have a cruiser, and I can send out my own fighter. Although if they have frigates, we should probably send out at least 1 drone that we can use. Luckily, they're staying inside of the field, taking just a little bit of damage, which I love. And here comes the nuke. Okay. My cruiser is 0 HP, but it's still alive somehow. Okay, I mean, we all retreat, and we send out drones, because we know that the drones can take out the frigate, or at least they should be able to. Are you just gonna stay there and attack my weapon? If so, you guys are huge dicks. No, okay, they're gonna move. And I'm sending out my impalers. Maybe I can actually do some damage. Holy shit, I think I can. No reason to send the drones out because they're melee. Let's just let the impalers do their job. Wow, we're actually doing damage. Immunity. Oh, right. Immune to battleship weapon damage. That was dumb. They're out of squads. I can actually go attack them if I wanted to. Holy shit. I never thought I would see the day. We lost like every single one of our units, but you know what? We will prevail! I'm stealing scrap. As long as they don't kill me with a frickin' nuke, we're good. Holy crap. We wrecked our frigates again, but we got some rewards. We should stop repairing our ships at this point. 2 fuel, it's something. We have 11 commandos. Time to go back to the planetary defense turret wreckage. That fight took so long. Pirate message. Want to become a better pirate but not sure how? Tune in later this week for a discussion with Pro Bonnie Adder for tips and advice. Good lord. Okay, please give me some good loot. Dude, so we're gonna lose commandos, but we're gonna get basically all of the loot. I need the loot. We could save some commandos and lose more of the loot by going with Kumar, but I don't really care about losing commandos. Really quickly, let me look at the star map. There's gonna be one more away mission that we want to do here. So we're only gonna need 10 commandos one more time. I think I'm gonna go for Maximus. He's gonna lose between 5 and 10. He could lose 5. But the much better reward payout, I think, is gonna be worth it. I'm gonna take the gamble on losing 10, up to 10 commandos, and I'm just gonna go down. We also might get lucky, and the ambush could happen at the very end. And if that happens, we might just be able to leave. So like right now, I'm thinking we could just leave. We had 4 payouts, and we got both of the encountered artifacts. I do not see a reason to continue, honestly. We have a gun, we have the scrap, let's retreat. Yeah, that's fantastic. Plus 81. Why did it say 116 scrap would be left behind? That seemed a little weird to me. But yeah, that was wonderful. So now we have 450. What the hell do we buy? I don't know. We need to go to the shop. Is what we need to do. I'm gonna get that. And at the Army Depot, we can buy ships. This could change the freaking game. Good thing we found you there. This piece of junk's about to blow and take us out with it. Ask about the ship. They forced us onto this clunker and sent us off like a bunch of animals, not caring if we lived or died. Who did? The people of our home planet. I can't even bring myself to say its name now. When our food became scarce, they turned hostile to my kind, blaming us for the planet's troubles, as if the shutdown had anything to do with it, saying we were all nothing but thieves and murderers. Then early one morning, they rounded us up, the Red Eyes, as they called us, and forced us onto this dump with its Vicarelli engine. And why have they done this? For what good reason, you ask? There is none. Only because we look a little different than they do. But I guess we should have seen this coming. As soon as there's trouble, it's always the people who look different that suffer. How can we help? Rescue us before this overheated engine of ours blows and takes us out with it. Better yet, skilled pilot, clamp the engine. We've done this before. Do it! Hopefully no face changers. I think we get commandos out of this too. Just commandos? I was kind of hoping for scrap, but that's okay. Okay, visit the shop. It's just drones! I mean, they're good against the frigates, but I was really hoping for some frigates of my own. That's unfortunate. Having fighters, though, could be amazing. Fighters to go up against their fighters, at least. I don't know. Okay. Teleports. Any object leaves 7 cells. I understand how this could be useful. You know, if the enemy is attacking in a group of 4, we could teleport 2 of their units away, and then all of a sudden we're fighting 2, and then we're fighting another 2 after that. Dude, I like having 2 Tesla field generators, honestly. Is there anything that we can use to augment that characteristic? The fact that we have those, oh my god. Heavy nuke, 100 damage after 2 minutes. After 2 minutes, huh? 2 minutes? What about a dark matter cannon, and then you can set up traps around it? Because the dark matter cannon kind of acts like a block that prevents, or like a teleport, because it just pushes the enemies away and then they have to go around, right? It just keeps them away for 8 seconds. Lets you kill one unit with, you know, your fighters, and then the frigate has to go around, and all of a sudden, when that frigate comes around, you'd have your drones out ready to go. Fires every 20 seconds. The other one is every 13. I feel like we have to be good at fighting squads, because the squads are what's killing us. It's the fighters. We have to find a way of dealing with the fighters. So, if we get rid of the space bender laser, and we get rid of the piercing laser and the executioner laser, we can buy... I mean, we could just buy a better executioner laser, but we could buy the dark matter cannon and then push enemies around and then just use our electrical fields to do damage to them. I'm gonna give it a shot because I don't trust what we have right now to be enough. So I'm gonna sell those guns. We still have 414 scrap. We need to buy something. I think we need to buy better drones and better fighters, because our drones right now, they do 3 DPS. These ones will do 5 and have more health. and the fighters can cloak. And they deactivate enemy ships for 2 seconds when they uncloak. I think we gotta. I also think we should get the Shredder instead of the regular drones. 5 less HP for brutal disassembling. Sounds good to me. So we're gonna buy those. Now we have almost maximum squads right now. I could sell an Impaler. I often don't want to have 2 out. I could sell them both. But if I sell them both, we literally have no other way of hurting the battleship other than units, which is not necessarily bad, but... Where are we going after this? Station, or sector with a station. We need to get fuel. So we'll buy a fuel, and we will sell... I'm gonna sell a drone. We don't need as many drones because we're fighting a lot of fighters. So I'm gonna sell that drone to buy more fuel. Can't sell that, not at all. Fighters, frigates, no. Even the Impalers I think I'm gonna keep. We'll save the rest of our scrap. I think that was pretty good though. So now we have 2 Tesla field generators and a dark matter cannon Mark III. Will this be good? I got no flippin' idea. I hope so. I think we're done with the sector. Let me just check real quick. Yeah. Okay. Anomalies, please be nice to me. Give me a cruiser Mark 10. Aki battleship. Being that you're an Imperial, naturally we must end your existence. Okay, let's see. 2 turrets. Fighter drone, fighter drone. The fighters are ghosts. All their fighters are at full health. All their other units are at half health. I think I'm realizing that now. They have lots of people who are good at repairing, so we're not going to have an easy time of... This guy has a blue beard. We're not going to have an easy time of taking out their systems with critical effects. But with 2 drones and 2 fighters, what do we want? I think we want to have... with 2 drones and 2 fighters, 2 frigates, and 2 fighters of our own. Now we are underpowered compared to them. And they are going to come back around this way very quickly, in fact. But here's hoping. I'm going to put the frigates there. Fighters can go... here and here. I really want the drones to attack over here so that I can just kill them with the fighters, and I want the fighters to attack the frigates if I can. But let's take a look and see what the drones are doing. They're going to come around this side. In fact, it looks like they might just attack my frigates immediately. But there is a turret here. The turret will help us. 25 DPS if anyone uncloaks. That's good. So let's... move my fighters over a little bit and maybe see if we can't get ready for like a flanking maneuver. Yeah, because they're going right now. They're going hard. So let's just attack their drones. Our fighters can handle their drones. Here they are. They're going to take out the turret. That's fine. It buys us just a little bit of time. Fighters v fighters, not actually that bad because of our lovely little Tesla field generator. Let's get this out. The big one I want right here. Look at this large Tesla field effect. I'm just going to protect my units with that Tesla field, left and right side. They're attacking my hull, but their other units are going to be destroyed here in a moment. Our hull is being hit. That's fine. Actually not that big of a problem. Reinforcements, 2 fighters. We can send in our frigates to take them out temporarily. Didn't use my dark matter cannon at all, but I couldn't find a reason to. Couldn't find an opportunity to. So I'm gonna retreat to heal. I'm gonna send in a drone shredder. I'll send in the other drone shredder. Might as well, you know, get some extra scrap, and also, hey, just do some damage. 8, 7, 6. Enemy weapons ready to fire, doesn't matter. Tesla field's looking good. We're gonna take out one of their hull bars in a second. Okay, so they have some fighters right behind us. Fighters are good against my drones, so I wanna have my frigates on the left, my drones on the right, and I also want, honestly, to do this. Lock them in. Seemed decent. They're flanking me a little bit now. They have drones, they have fighters. So their drones are... you know what? Actually, take out the enemy hull. That'll cause an explosion. It'll knock everyone back. It'll actually buy me some time. There we go. Oh, and the turret's gonna take out the drones. Look at that. Perfect. Fighters are kind of flanking to try to hit my drones. Our drones should move in. They still have fighters. Their fighters are gonna take out my turrets in all likelihood. Kind of want to use my drones as just bait. For a minute, try to pull the fighters to attack me. Actually, if I can flank them, we can just kind of hang out behind them. We're gonna have to take out these fighters at some point. Tesla cannon is ready to go. It's not Tesla cannon, you know what I mean. You're trying to flank. You are flanking. So let's hit you here. I want to keep them in the field. I don't care if I lose units, I just want to take out their units whenever possible. So that's what we're trying to do. And honestly, this dark matter cannon, it doesn't seem that useful right now. I'm not using it. I'm using the Tesla field and then just creating this massive Tesla field. So I'm gonna... I'm gonna retreat real quick. Frigates are a long time in the waiting, so let's get out a cruiser and a standard fighter can take out their fighter with the cruiser backing it up. And you know what? Have a little bit of this. What are you gonna do? Oh, you're gonna go back through the Tesla field? No, you're not. Honestly, that's a bit of a surprise. How about this then? Can I keep him in the field? No. If I can't keep him in the field, we'll just fall back and let them come to us. I'm gonna send out the Impalers though. Kind of figure why not to some extent, except now they're gonna kind of flank me slightly. 2, 3. Okay, got him. 3 ghost fighters. Oh my lord. This is gonna be a scary one. My frigates are not even close to being done yet, so I'm kind of just like, we'll send out fighters and we'll send out literally anything I can. And then we'll just try to hit him with the flippin' Tesla. So here's one. God, I hate that. They gotta fall back. Yeah, because they're gonna destroy my cruiser. They did not destroy my cruiser. That is a surprise. I can push him back. Get him out of this square here. Like so. Then I can move down there and then move my fighters over. Although it's not a big deal. I really just want to knock out these fighters too, so I'm just going to hit them. Our fighters are going to be taken out in a second. Keep them in the field as long as is possible. We're gonna lose these shredder drones, I think, unless I have them retreat. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna have them fall back. I have fighters. They're not cloaked. Please fall back. I hate that like your units get their movement canceled. Like, just do what I told you to do. You know what I mean? Take out them first. Dude, having these fighters has been such a good decision. They do some damage. They're not dying as quickly as other things would. Let's get the impalers out again. We need to do some hull damage at this point. Holy crap, we're gonna deal some damage. I'm also gonna send out the shredder drones real quick. I had one out, I should have left them out, but I wanna do damage and steal scrap. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here come their units. Are we gonna flee? I should, but I'm actually gonna suicide. Well, I'm gonna suicide these ones because they're already patched. I'm gonna have these ones retreat. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do this, followed by this, followed by this. Oh, look at that AoE blast. Now my drones are safe. They're gonna be destroyed in a, very momentarily, but how did they get through? What? No, I'm actually curious. How did they get through the dark? Because the Tesla field was there and it didn't spawn on top of it. Well, I screwed that one up, didn't I? You know what? Believe it or not, we're actually gonna win right now. Okay, at least I understand the mechanic now. You can't have two things on one cell on the battle. You have to choose whether or not you want the Tesla field or the black matter cannon. So I kind of screwed it up a little bit. But that was a rough fight, but it worked for us. We have 131 scrap. Are the guns okay? I mean, the guns we got, so it's the guns we're gonna have. 131 scrap. You know, actually, shaving off 2 seconds on being able to send out more ships seems like a very good call. I want to be able to send out ships as quickly as possible. Weak distress transmission from that escape pod. If you're getting this pod, I need your help. My pod engine has conked out and I'm on a high velocity collision course with the ship eater. We've seen this before. We have a pilot, so we should be able to get a new crew member here, a new officer. Hopefully they're a good one. I have 2 open hull slots in the squadron, and there we go. Now we can actually use one of them. Not hull slots, squadron slots is what I meant to say. Decent event. Hello, welcome. I didn't even look at their skills. I look at their ability, that's it. I have something that'll interest you. What do you have? Just a Kosh transponder. Why would I be interested in it? Provides you with a certain invisibility in the presence of other Kosh battleships. And there's a certain battleship around here carrying a small mountain of scrap. You'll need a good spy. I don't have someone who can do the job, so we can't do it. Then you've done nothing but waste my time. I wish I could. I would have loved free scrap, but maybe next time. Apparently you're not a spy, the new officer we picked up. Icky satellite. I don't see any Icky battleships. Sometimes dreams do come true. Are we gonna scrap it? Oh, we can! You don't have the necessary officer to do more. If we have a specialist, we might be able to extract some Neo-N from it and scrap. Now, is it Neo-N and scrap or just Neo-N? Because I would like the scrap more than the fuel. Believe it or not. We got 1 fuel and the scrap from it, so that's pretty good. Okay, star map. There's 2 more systems before the cluster boss. Oh lord. We're slowly getting stronger. You know, at the beginning of the sector, it was a little rough, but we're starting to build up some more offensive potential and learning how to use these fields a little bit better. But I would love a lowered weapon cooldown. Spherical object among the wreckage with an unusual signature. It's the sphere event, but I don't know what this does. Michael Crichton. Nothing but space trash, that's why it emitted a weird signal. So you have a 50-50 chance every time you hit this event to get it progressed slightly further, and I'm imagining you get something really valuable at the end of it. But there is that auxiliary system, that augmentation that gives you guaranteed success on 50-50s. So if we had that here, maybe we could actually guarantee the good positive benefit, but obviously we didn't have it. Unidentified, then factory. If we can get another pilot, another officer, maybe that'll be good. For the 5th time, we don't want to buy any of your Omni books. He hung up. Okay. I'd have to buy some more fuel as well. Civ? Please, you have to help. We're in a little dust up with our Aki back here, and our thrusters are leaking Neo-N. Radioactive contamination. So I think they're all dead. Yeah. Extreme contaminations. We might as well let them aboard our ship for 1 fuel, and then we'll tell them the other option, which is that they're all going to die. Why didn't you lie to me, Admiral? I don't want to die. Because last time we did this, we told them the truth, said that they would be okay, and then they died. Now we told them, we lied to them. Now we told them the truth, and that nothing came from it. Okay, so maybe if you turn them away, something happens. We'll have to try that next time. Abandoned auto factory. More resources, we're gonna go for that. Might cost us a couple more commandos, but it's a difference between 0 and 8 and 3 and 8. So I'm gonna do this one. So on average, we'll lose an extra 1.5 commandos, which is 15 scrap, but we'll probably get more than that out of the encounter, so. Good stuff. Danger avoided. So we're probably gonna have 3 combats if I had to get. Oh my god, you took a lot of health. But she'll come back, she had the green check mark. Alright, so we should not have continued on. It was a big gamble, but we did lose 5 commandos. We picked up 172 scrap though. And there is a outpost. We'll see what we have. Fuel, commandos, and maybe something else. Beacon. There's been a lot of jumps on this run that have just had nothing. And I've been saddened by that. Squad DPS up. Dude, that seems a weapon reload time down. I want both of these people. We don't need any of these. We do need fuel and commandos, and we can sell things to make this happen. So what do I want? I want, honestly, selling you. I know you just went out on a mission, but selling you is probably decent because we have no more away missions. So if we sell you, you're not doing anything. Then we can get the squadron DPS up and then the weapon reload rate down. Okay, I'm just gonna do it. We lose the, oh, you know what? We don't lose any skills. Because this person has book, gear, and explosive. There's book, there's explosive, there's gear. So we have all of the skills already. So yeah, we should definitely sell you. You're providing literally no benefit. So we're gonna sell you and we're gonna buy weapon reload time. And we're gonna buy squad DPS up. And we're gonna buy fuel and 1 commando. Then, weapon reload time goes from 13 seconds to 11.1, and squad DPS goes up by 15%. But that's not reflected on this screen. Okay. Speed up, DPS up. Okay. Yeah, having faster firing weapons is gonna help out a lot. And there's nothing else we want, is there? No. We could sell some ships, but I mean, honestly, we've seen that we need all these ships. We need to be able to deploy ships while we're waiting on other ships to get repaired. So last jump before the cluster boss, we will be going to a couple of anomalies here. Hopefully they're good. And then we're gonna just buy and upgrade as much as we can. Just ambush it. We're gonna fight it. Your units are deployed, your weapons are ready to fire. Unfortunately, we don't have weapons that are good in this possible situation, but I guess we could fire them on the turrets to take them out because they are pirate turrets. And our squadrons are also ready to be deployed. They have a frigate, a drone, a fighter, and a drone. All Mark 1. Holy crap. Ooh, but plus 35% DPS against non-patched means we should probably send out only patched units, weirdly enough. So we need basically a mix of everything. 2 fighters if we can, and then 1 drone, 1 frigate. So 2 fighters if we can, and then 1 drone, 1 frigate. Don't spawn there. What I might want to do is get a cruiser out. Like, get rid of the fighter. I know I just said don't send out full health units, but whatever. Send out a cruiser. And let that be the thing. And then honestly, if we have the Tesla field generators, we should fire them right as they spawn. Like, get them locked in like this, and then just try to hit them with the Tesla generator. So I'm thinking we'll move forward ever so slightly. I hate having all of these turrets here. But then we'll they also have more ships coming in 2 seconds. Fighters and drones. Still Mark 1. I mean, I'm gonna give it a shot. We're gonna toss that in. Then we are going to see where they spawn. They spawned right on top of it, which is strange. Okay, this didn't quite work out the way I wanted it to, but I'm still gonna fire. Maybe I shouldn't fire, actually. Don't depower the gun, just don't shoot it. I mean, we probably should, right? That's the whole point of having these guns. They come back very quickly. And you know what? One of them did get... You know what? I think I'm seeing it now. You can I think you override cells, because this Tesla field just appeared and got rid of one of the dark matter blobs. So I'm guessing that I'm guessing you override cells with a secondary effect. That seems like what's going on. Where's my frigates? You're going down there. What are these? Drones? Drones means we need to have the fighters kind of move over. They can squeeze through. Right there. Drones, we can have drones fight the drones. More drones. Their frigates are back there. They got fighters back there. Just trying to keep things going. I don't like that they're gonna hit my cruiser. I also don't like that we are under attack. but they won't be able to take out our hull. Drones fighting drones. We need to take out these drones, though. We did stun them. That's going to keep my cruiser alive a little bit longer. They have frigates. We should send our frigates up. Stop them from getting a flank on. Let's take out their drones. Okay, good stuff. Do they have anything else left? Or did we take all their ships out? Man, that was so easy. So, I guess what we'll do is just go in with the shredder and the frigate and the cruiser. I don't see why not. They have a cannon. The cannon won't kill my shredder if it hits, which is not that bad. We also have a lot of time. So what I'm going to do while we have time is I'm going to take out their turrets, so I have a little bit more maneuverability. Might as well. There we go. We're actually being aggressive as well. Okay, weapons and squads down. Honestly, I think we can take out their entire ship before they can do anything. There goes their squad day. Yeah, we got them. I will refuse that 10 out of 10. That was an easy fight. You gotta love the pirates. Just free scrap. Well, let's start at the bottom, work our way up. Anomalous signal. Just seeing your ship has given our planet the courage to stand up to some bully cautious in our system. Please accept this as a show of thanks. Cruiser Mark III Protector. Holy shit, it's good. Because not only does it still shoot, not as much damage as the other cruiser though, but the extra shield generation potential could be pretty good. A little faster as well. Again, not as much damage as the cruiser Mark II, but the shield is okay. Maybe even great, I don't know. Scrappers! Oh, thank you. It's a trap, I don't care. No Akis. It's all I care about. And they don't even have anything. Oh, it's an ambush. They're prepared to send out 10 boomers. But that's it. So, Scrapper. Shredder, not Scrapper drone. Shredder drone. Send out the fighters. And we'll send out the other fighters as well. Just whatever we have that's quick. Please? Hit him. Hit him. Hit him. Hit him. And they only have one hull integrity as well. Oh, so nice. Thank you for that easy combat. Now we have 100 scrap, but I want to go to the shipyard and maybe buy some more ships, like a frigate. Pirate beacon? Pirate asking for help? I don't get it. It's Chief. We've entered some kind of pirate magnetic lock trap as the NS Odysseus stuck. Looks like you're stuck. You could force the trap, but I'm not sure your battleship will survive the damage. Or the much easier route. Pay me and I'll let you go. Force your way through and fight the pirate. Force your way through and fight pirate. You could force the trap, and I'm not sure your battleship will survive the damage. I want more scrap. I'm gonna force through and fight him. We're not paying for our freedom. Fire up the reactor. We bring this pirate down. So you want to fight? Best of luck to you. You suffer from this critical effect from damage. You suffer from fire, and it's a trap. The enemy's waiting for your squadron to have been deployed. Okay, so we're in the negatives, but it's just a pirate ship. Mark 1, fighter Mark 1, fighter Mark 1. All of our officers are also wounded as a result, which is unfortunate. But we should be able to handle the hull damage pretty easily. We can't deploy anything for 5 seconds, which does suck, but our weapons are at least coming online. And what do they have? Drones. and a frigate. This is actually, I think, what we want. Fighters to handle their drones, and then we can handle their frigates later. So let's get our fighters out. I'll deploy in the asteroid fields. Actually, they're probably going to go to the corner. Maybe not. Here we go. Frigates are good against fighters. I do want to take out their drones first if I can. Our DPS is also low, but they're getting stuff repaired. We're set. Okay. Finish taking out the drones. What do they have? A fighter up here? We need to use our fighter to hit their fighter. In like 5 seconds, in 4 seconds, we're gonna have our fields up. So I kind of just want to keep that bottleneck going. They have a cannon. It's gonna hurt their own units. Ah, you know what? They aimed perfectly. But now we can do some damage to them. I don't know if I can stack these. I'm gonna assume not. Oh, that's so good. We've done it. F your pirate trap, you son of a gun. Get these drones out there. Send my cloaked ships out there. We'll bring the fighters back. Get them repaired up a little bit. And send out a protector, why not? We'll get it ready to provide some shields for all of our units. What hit us? I don't know what hit us. Was it a cannon? Adjacent units, huh? Let's get the shield up. Couple seconds. This is probably not worth it. Yeah, because they're getting ships out. They spawned! Oh no! Alright, well, you know what? Tesla field gen and then lock them in. Yeah, it overwrote the spots, which is slightly unfortunate, but still, keep them locked in. We lost a unit due to the explosion. Sending out drones, trying to flank us? I think not. Sending out fighters to flank my drones. That, I think, yes. Can you flee? If you can flee, that would be lovely. You can flee. I don't want them to be destroyed if I can stop it. How come you keep taking damage or moving? You're not taking damage or moving, but you keep not actually giving me what I want from you. And honestly, because we're about to kill them, I think we should get the drone out there. Just to steal more scrap. It's probably silly of me to bring it back, but got a dark matter cannon, which is garbage, because it's a Mark 1, 24 scrap, garbage. But at least we can sell it. At least we can sell it. And I also don't really love this dark matter cannon combined with Tesla field generator, because we have 2 of them. We can put the Tesla field wherever we want, it seems like. Advanced disassembling, scrap earned plus 15%. Stealth deployed immediately. I do have 2 fighters I can deploy, but I have a feeling we're going to be fighting a lot of fighters. We want something that's a little bit better. But there's no frigates for sale! Why are there no frigates for sale? Our next jump is the cluster boss. This is it. This is what we've done. This is what we can buy here. This is very not what I wanted, but better than what we were dealing with before. I keep clicking on star map. Visit the shop, please. Okay, what do we not need? These are good. These are all good. Our officers are fine. This is really good. We're not going to get rid of squadron system repair. We're not going to sell anything unless we don't have any room. These are our weapons. We can't buy any weapons. Okay, what else? Well, we have 390 scrap to spend on repair. We can repair 5 ships, or we can buy ships. We can buy a fighter or cruiser. I think the fighter is good. It's a pretty high health, high damage unit. It's got stealth. If we get stealth engines, we can deploy 2 cloaked ships that are automatically cloaked, which honestly, that is nice because if they deploy, they can EMP shockwave immediately. That might be worth a lot to have stealth engines. Their speed is also increased while they're stealthed. See, now I'm thinking about it and I'm like, Cruiser Mark III. 16 damage every 10 seconds. That's 1.6 DPS, which is pretty low. Okay, well, here's the thing. We're gonna buy a fighter. I don't see any reason why we shouldn't. We're gonna repair the frigates. I really don't see any reason why we are not going to do that. Because there are only frigates, and if we're gonna be fighting a lot of fighters, we're gonna want them. I really wish we had a Mark II frigate, at least. All we have are Mark Is. But we have 2 fighters. You know what? I think we should buy stealth engines. And if we're not doing anything else, then we should either upgrade our ship or repair. I kind of want another hull bar really quickly. It just buys us more time in case things go horribly, horribly, horribly wrong. So, this is our ship. We're done. 0 scrap exactly. We have 2 fuel, 10 commandos. We're fighting the cluster boss, Tetsuo. Tetsuo's gonna be a pain in the butt, but hopefully we'll be able to handle him. In his Aki dreadnought here. Admiral Idaho, welcome to my dark stars. You might not believe me, but take my word for it. Things are much better now without the old man sticking his nose into my business. Oberon would never let his people suffer the way you do with yours. No, that's true. Oberon was always more sharing. The problem was he never shared enough. Not with me, anyway. What more could you have wanted? Your wealth was nearly unrivaled in the clusters. What more could I want? Well, everything, Admiral. I want everything. Now that the clusters have been leveled by the shutdown, I just might get it. But I'm getting ahead of myself, aren't I? Where were we again? Right, now I remember I was about to end you. I find it funny that the fold net shutting down has led to me destroying everyone. Killing everyone. Every 100 seconds, an EMP deluge hits your battleship and raises your system heat. Okay. Critical repair, critical repair, critical repair. 4 times 80. Drone, fighter, fighter, cloak, drone. Only 1 cloaked ship? What did I do to deserve this? Alright, 2 fighters and 2 drones means 2 frigates, 2 fighters. Okay. There's the fighters, there's the drones. We're just gonna move out real quick. Just gonna hide in the asteroid fields real quick. If their drones go in first, our fighters can take them out. We have Mark IV fighters. We really want to make sure these do not get destroyed, though. I don't want them to be half health. So I'm going to hang out in the asteroid field. Looks like they're going to go immediately. They popped. They EMP'd. Did some damage. We'll send in the frigates. Tesla field generator is active. We'll send in the big one first because it does more damage. They stunned one of my units, but we did a bunch of damage to theirs. They have 1 fighter remaining. So honestly, I feel like we should go for their hull immediately. They have one fighter who's trying to flee. I'm actually just going to try and catch him in the asteroid field. That's good enough. Okay. This frigate is still at full health. It can stay, but I'm going to send this one back. And one hull bar is down. Now what do we do? Honestly, reset. Everyone retreat, come back. We'll do it again. Actually, we should attack, right? They have so long before their shit comes back online. Let's just go for it. I might be able to kill them before they can do anything with these fighters. Like we're in the lead right now, you know? Send out the Impaler. There's 2 hull down. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. We're gonna knock out their squadron dock again. We won't be able to do it another time. We do have to probably back out now, because they are going to be sending out their ships, and their ships are cloaked. So we do need to be prepared for them. I'm sending in a couple of shots, though. They're going to go for my frigates, aren't they? Flippin' jerks. Well, I tell you what. There you go. You know, seems like that worked pretty well. They had to go all the way around. What are these, fighters? Let's just go in. Protect my rear. And wow, we actually did it. That was super easy. Here I was thinking that would be like the hardest fight in the entire game up to this point. We had harder fights against standard basic battleships. Good lord. Having a couple of good fighters really helped out. Being able to knock out those drones really quickly so that they couldn't just get in, hit my cruisers, hit my frigates was really helpful. Him not having any defense after we killed those units too was amazing. Like, a big problem in some of the fights we had on basic battleships was that they had 7 squadrons. They had like 2 or 3 units appear with reinforcements, and then they had the 3 or 4 squadrons from their battleships. So we ended up fighting like 7 at a time sometimes. Only having 4 enemy squads turns out much easier to deal with. I can't believe it, you've beaten me. Good. Now you know what it is to suffer at the people as the people of your sectors have suffered. Oh, believe me, not even I am a stranger to suffering now. Look. What was that supposed to be? Did he just take his face off, sir? His face off. I have a feeling, Admiral, you have questions for me. What happened to your skin? This is the price for our mods, Admiral. Without the Omnis around, they cannot be monitored as they should. As they say, I'm due for a checkup. You bet against the Omnis. You made a fortune when they collapsed. That is why you shut them down. I made money off their collapse, yes, but I made money on everything, Admiral. I played all the angles. That's what a good businessman does. I would have made even more had they not been shut down. Believe me, you can't fault me for being the only one smart enough to profit from our apocalypse, can you? But I did not shut down the Omnis, at least not directly. Not directly? What do you mean? You see, I had a plan to interfere with the old man's toys at one time. A plan that ultimately failed. I was going to reach the Master Node terminal. Dun, 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 plot! There's a theory I know to be true, that a terminal exists somewhere near Elysium, a secretive Master Node terminal that Oberon built at the dawn of the Empire. The Master Node terminal monitors the location of every single Omni in the Empire and controls full net traffic. By reaching and making changes to the Master Node, one could give his or her house insurmountable advantages that would ultimately lead to total control of the Empire. If the survivalists made it to the Master Node and fiddled with it, they could have shut down everything. How could one give his or her house advantages? Oh, in so many ways, by offlining omnis to give your house more omnis than permitted by Oberon's quota. Or one could control folder traffic and trap his or her enemy in certain clusters, very useful in war. And I had an operative who knew where the secretive Master Node terminal was, an Imperial scientist who had worked with Oberon on a systems update of the node. For a small fortune and protection from Oberon, he was going to give me its location. But my plan had a flaw. A Kosh by the name of General Vivar. Crap! Now we gotta go fight the Kosh. You worked with the Kosh, but you despise them, and they you. Yes, but we despised Oberon more. It was a mistake, my undoing. Had I not involved Vivar, the Omnis would still be active and I wouldn't be here dying as I am. Somehow Vivar found out the operative's identity and cut me out of our arrangement. Vivar and the scientist must have reached the Master Node and somehow shut down all Omnis by mistake. Kosh imbecile. What is the name of the scientist? Look, I'm not going to tell you my guess, but there's one name that would make me laugh right here. Dr. Karas. Not that it will do you any good. You'll never find him trapped as you are in this cluster. I suspect he resides in Kosh sectors. That was not the name I was thinking of. You have more questions, don't you? Oberon's favorite? I was thinking, what if it was the wife, the name of which we learned from the face changer? What if she blamed Oberon for the death of Idaho and wanted to shut down the Omnis in retribution, or found herself believing the survivalists' propaganda, or just their beliefs in general? But it's just some other dude, some scientist. You have more questions? What do you know about me, Tetsuo? What an odd question to ask at a time like this, Admiral. All I know is what everyone else knows. You're the poster child for the Empire. Its greatest hero, who was said to have died valiantly on Ganima, vitrifying the survivalists. But obviously that was a lie spread by your Emperor. I also know that you have a wife, Rebecca Calvin, an Imperial pilot, one of the best the Empire has ever produced. A pilot, okay, so they wouldn't be a scientist. I didn't know what their profession was, but now we do. Pilot. What else can you tell me about her? You do not remember your own wife? You're a strange man, Admiral. I recall only one other detail. You and your wife, and Vice Admiral Okonkwo, went to school together at the Academy, where its prized pupils, and were very close. What if Okonkwo is behind all this? He was so jealous that he took Idaho's life, his wife, and shut down all the Omnis to obtain power? Maybe Okonkwo is secretly evil? Of course, this could also have been more Imperial propaganda. There's so much of it in the clusters, isn't there? Any more questions? Nope. Surrender. You have my word, I will treat you fairly as my prisoner. I have a feeling we're not going to get any prisoners on this run, Idaho. At least not before you shove them out the airlock, apparently. Surrender so I can die in your ship? I don't think so. You will destroy my ship and me in it, but first I ask a favor of you. If you see the old man, if you reach Elysium, and I very much doubt you will, tell him how sorry I am. You wish to express guilt for your part in the shutdown? On the contrary, I want you to tell him how sorry I am that I didn't get to see him see his empire fall to pieces. I would have liked that very much. We will save the Empire, Tetsuo. You will not. I was right in predicting that the Omnis would shut down. I will be right about this too. Well, I had my doubts we'd pull it off, but here we are, another Imperial enemy slain. Kudos, Admiral. And now we know who shut down the machines and how they did it. General Vivar of House Kosh Bundia. Turn them off accessing the Master Node terminal. If we can find Vivar in the Kosh cluster, there's a chance we can find the Master Node and reactivate the Omnis. There's hope yet in all this darkness. Indeed there is. If this is how it actually functioned. Tell me more about Kosh. Arguably the most powerful house other than Telos. Like the Akis, in addition to building their fortune from Omni-based endeavors, they've also operated in the cracks of imperial law and quite successfully. Doing what? Weapons and drug manufacturing. You've heard of Special H? House Kosh and had the market pretty much cornered in those respects, whereas the Akis are interested in genetic modifications. Koshes prefer mechanical or metallic alterations to aid them in fighting or in business. They're known for having tremendous pride in their tech and are the soundness of their battleships. Such pride frequently bordering on arrogance. Sounds like a wonderful crew. What can you tell me about Special H? Special human, drugs, super addictive. If only I could remember something. What are you doing, Admiral? Trying to remember my wife, how I died, anything. And please, spare me your speech on how I must be patient because my emotional memories will return. I'm growing tired of that, Caliban, and so is the rest of the crew for that matter. I know it's difficult, but the important thing here is to remember the Empire and a mission to save it. We can't lose sight of that, Admiral. All emotions, everything must come second to that. Do you understand? They don't matter, is what you're saying. But the Empire, in the condition it's in, no, they don't. Reminder. We learn from their encounter that with the face changer that the original Idaho had a wife by the name of Rebecca who was a pilot for House Telos. She, the original, you, and Okonkwo attended the academy. We're close. Yeah, it's prized peoples and we're extremely close. Original Idaho's death. Survivalists. Caliban for minor, the survivalists. They don't like that Omnis run everything. They don't like that the Omnis make humans feel less human. You know, Okonkwo. Some say that he was jealous, some say he was our best friend. I don't think we need any more questions on this, but I am going to go through the dialogue in case there are more things that pop up. But I don't think so. I think this is just a reminder for me. Have you told me everything that you know, Machine? Of course, Admiral. Why would you ask me that? Others seem to know something about me, or the original me, how I died, the fact that I had a wife, but not you. Aren't you supposed to be the smartest machine in existence? You forget, Oberon cut me and the other Calibans off from the rest of the Empire. We weren't up to date on all the gossip concerning Ellis, Idaho. What do you want to do now, Admiral? Remind me about the terminal. Yes. Built at the dawn of the Empire, can shut things off or fix things, hopefully. Making one's Omnis go off the radar could give the House more Omnis than their competitors, a tremendous financial military advantage. General Vivar, with Dr. Karras' help, reached the terminal and shut it down accidentally. Why didn't you say anything? He knew about the master terminal. I wasn't sure that it played a role in the shutdown. I know now that it did. Something called the master terminal? You didn't think that was going to be important, Caliban? I also know now that this is somehow, seemingly, this General Vivar character managed to shut down all the Omnis that were connected to the full net, but not Caliban's because we weren't connected to the full net. Do you know where the Master Terminal node is? I do not precisely, but it makes sense, as Tetsuo said that Oberon would have built it around Elysium to be near it. Come on, Machine, let's push on. We have some Koshes to look into. Yes, and something tells me they won't be thrilled to see us. And away we go. The Geno-class battleship, now unlocked. Should be Genos. Return to the main menu. Chapter 3 complete, The Man Who Sold the World. Next up, Chapter 4, Through the Looking Glass, where we have to go fight some Kosh battleships. They'll be top of the line. I don't know what to expect. We've had so many interesting variants, but at least now I kind of understand what the different races have as far as their ships go. You know, you have the Imperial ships that are a mix of everything. You have the Scrappers that are heavy drones, boomer drones especially. You have church ships, which are cruisers with some frigates and other ships in the mix. You have the Akis, who are heavy in cloaked fighters, which are extremely annoying to deal with, especially when they come out of cloak, shut you down for a couple of seconds so you can't actually hit back. So what are the Kosh? I mean, honestly, I don't remember, but I guess we'll see when we do the next run. I'll have to pay more attention now that I understand how the battleship mechanics are working. I will say I'm having a lot of fun with Crying Suns. I'm loving the gameplay, the slow trickling in of the story. I'm looking forward to seeing what happens and where it goes. Are we going to meet our wife? Are we going to get to the Master Node terminal and turn everything back on? Is that really what happened? Are we going to find the Emperor still alive? Are we going to find this doctor? And is he going to be a pain in the ass, or is he going to feel regret for accidentally shutting off the Omnis if that's really what happened? We don't know yet. But I'm looking forward to finding out. So, good run. Definitely started a little weak, but we, honestly, we barely lived up to the final boss, and then the final cluster boss was a piece of cake. I'm not saying it was the cloaked fighter upgrades that we had. Those definitely did help, but, yeah, really, it's just not having to fight 6 or 7 squadrons at once was a big boon. Anyways, for those of you on YouTube, thank you very much for watching. Like the video if you've enjoyed it, subscribe for more. Check me out on Twitch for when I go live. Support me on Twitch, Patreon, and Streamlabs, and I hope to see you here again for the next run of Crying Suns.